What is an ATR? ATR stands for Average True Range, and ATR will be used a lot throughout this program and in your future trading. ATR is directly relevant to our expectations, and this is a lot more technical form of setting an expectation for a certain trade and for a certain market circumstance. Now, the ATR is calculated in a very simple way. And now, for the example, I will be calculating the ATR for the DAX indices that we have in front of us right here. So, the ATR is being calculated from a daily chart. Mark this as very important note. The ATR is calculated only from the daily chart. So what we need is we need to take 5 previous candles. Usually it's recommended to calculate an ATR with 14 past candles, so meaning 14 past days, but I find it to be a little bit unprecise, and I think that nowadays the market changes in volatility a lot more often than once in 14 days. So I calculate only 5 days. So ATR gives us this average range of the instrument movement, of the market movement that we can expect. Now let's see. So as you understand that each candle is one trading day. So it takes 1 day for a candle to complete. Now what do we need from one candle? So we need to take the high and the low price. We need to subtract the low from the high. So, and in the real-time platform, it actually offers in this little box right here, it actually offers the calculation right away. So high minus low is 136 points. So the market moved 136 points yesterday. It does not matter it's going up or down. It does not matter. All it matters is how many points the market moved. Now let's take the day before yesterday. And on the day before yesterday, the market moved 123 points. Now on the day before, high minus low is 107 points. Now on the day before, the market moved 82 points. Now and the day before, the market moved 140.5 points. Now what we need to do is we need to, let's do it together. We need to add all these numbers up together. So it's 136 plus 123 plus 107 plus 82 plus 140.5. Now, the market moved 588.5 points in total in the market movement in the past 5 days. Now, to calculate the ATR, which is the average true range, once again, we need to divide it by the number of days that we calculated, which in this case is 5. So here we get our ATR, which is 117.7 points. Now, how do we use this number? So we can expect the market to move not more than 117 points on any given day. And of course, you need to do this calculation every morning before you start trading, because the previous day is going to be added to the ATR value, and it might alter the reading quite substantially depending on how the market moved on the previous day. So yes, you need to be doing this every morning for each market that you are trading. ATR is going to be extremely important, and I'll show you why. Now, one of the rules for the ATR, we do not calculate paranormal candles. What do I mean by paranormal candle? It is a candle that is roughly 2 ATRs. So if a candle, well, here is an example. This is a paranormal candle. and it is at least twice as large than any other average candle. And these kinds of candles I do not like to put into my ATR calculations simply because those candles are quite rare and they can mislead me in terms of the correct ATR. So if the candle is, as you can see here, this one is 402 points, it will have a substantial effect on the ATR. And this is the reason why I do not like using paranormal candles in my ATR calculation. If you have, let's say, the previous day, if it was a paranormal candle, then I would start calculating with the day before. So I would skip paranormal candle, the candle that is 2 or more ATRs. So now we understand that the DAX indices are at 117.7 points of ATR. So if we go to the 5-minute chart, let's say if we are trading with 5 minutes, then the ATR is going to be calculated in the way as follows. We need to mark a level of the market opening. There is a very important level that you must be very aware of. It is the market opening level. So, for example, in the German market, the DAX 30, the one that we are looking at right now, it has a pre-market, which is from 8 o'clock German time until 9 o'clock German time. But the market itself, the full trading, opens at 9 o'clock, which is this level right here. This is our market opening level. And from this level, the ATR is gonna be used. Now, how do we use the ATR from here? Now, it is only logical that if our expectation for a price move, the ATR, is around 117 points, we cannot and will not ever expect the market to move more than 117 points. Now, is it possible that a market will move more than one ATR on any given day? Yes, of course, it is possible, and this is the reason why you will have those paranormal candles that I do not like to use in my ATR calculation. And as a rule of the market, there are roughly only 15% of paranormal candles in the daily chart. So it comes down to the math. Now, if you don't believe me, you can go to your platform and check out any market you would like. You'll see that roughly 15% plus minus of the candles are going to be 2 or more ATR. So what does this mean? 15 of 100 trading days are going to have an ATR which is equivalent to or greater than 1. So that means that the ATR can be 2, 3, 4, and so on and so on. So that in turn means that the chance of the market moving more than its given ATR is only around 15%. Now, what does it all mean for us at this point? Now, if this is our beginning of the day, then this is the position from which the ATR will be calculated. Now, as you can see that as the day started, the market moved down. And as you can see, the opening of the market was at 13,205. Now, it went down to 13,161, which means that we moved 45 points. From here, from the market opening, till here, we moved 45 points, which we can use a simple calculation, and we can calculate how much from ATR that is. So 45 points dividing by 117.7, this means that the market already moved 38% from its ATR. Now, what does it mean? And how do I use it? Now, write this down word for word. If the market has moved more than 50% either up or down from the level of the market opening, we should not take a signal into trend. So if, let's say, we are falling and we have fallen more than 50% of the ATR, that means that we will not take a signal even if we see one into falling prices. So once again, if the price has moved more than 50% either up or down from the level of the market opening, we will never take a signal into trend. So if the day opened and we were falling, just like we see it right here, and let's imagine that we would see a signal for falling around this location, we would make the calculation that we just did, and we would see that we moved 38% of the ATR, and that would still be okay. So that signal would still be takeable, and it still would be okay. If we would have moved more than 45 points, let's say we would have moved 70 points down, that means that we would have moved more than 50% of the ATR. And in that position, the only thing that we can expect to take is the signal in the opposite direction of the trend, so against the trend. So after the 50% of the ATR is complete, any signal that we see for climbing, if we were into falling, we must entertain as a very serious threat to our position of falling prices and perhaps leave at the smallest weakness. Now, if you happen to be in a day where you've moved 2 or more ATR, meaning the market has moved, these are great days for taking signals against the major trend. It is statistically proven in the world of trading that when the market moves more than 2 ATRs, then the chance of a turnaround is 80%. And only 20% is the chance of the trend of continuing going further up or down. If the price moves 1 ATR, we must right away start expecting a turnaround and never enter into a signal and never take a signal that offers us to go into the trend. So going into those 20% chance of a successful trade. This is a very common mistake that many traders make. They don't have a correct expectation. They don't realize that if the average movement of the market is 117 points and the market moved 100 already, they still try to go into falling prices, meaning they're trying to open a short position when they are going against mathematics. They're going against statistics, and this is extremely risky. Sometimes you might get lucky, yes, of course, just like with anything. But this is ridiculous and risky and just pure stupidity to go against statistics and mathematics of the market. All right, we'll talk about this a lot more later. At this point, this is all you need to know about the ATR. Good luck on your test, enjoy your homework, and I'll see you in the next lesson.